I had a dream where all of my barbecues and smokers were gone, and I knew I needed to cook ribs. So I literally jumped out of bed and tried putting something together to determine how I'm gonna smoke ribs today. Then I realized I had an Ooni that's run on pellets, the Fyra. So I went and found an old thermometer in the garage, hooked it up through the little door, the peephole door that's in the Ooni Fyra, and I just started trying to see if I could manage a temperature below the 932 degrees that the Ooni can get up to. You know, trying to cook ribs at 225 degrees in an oven that gets up close to 1,000, you know, it's pretty scary, but just decided to go for it. It's interesting because it was still dark when I got outside, and then I didn't really think to look around because I had all of my smokers still on my porch. So it really was a dream that I was just thinking they all disappeared. But I went with it anyway. So I decided to cook ribs in my pizza oven. So let me show you how it's done. So if you want to smoke ribs in your Ooni, the steps are really simple. First thing you want to do, preheat your oven. Get it up with a moderate amount of pellets into your firebox, light it, put it into the oven, and wait a few minutes. It's going to take about 15 minutes for it to get down to about 400 degrees. Once it gets to 400 degrees, you're going to notice that the temperature is slowly going to drop. Once it hits about 350 degrees is when you're going to want to start putting in your pellets. Now, don't put in too many pellets. We're just using the pellets as the smoke source. When we lit the firebox, there was quite a few pellets in there. That's going to create a nice ash bed for us, so that way when we put the pellets on top, we're only using it for smoke. You're going to break it down into 4 12-minute periods. After you preheat the oven, think of it this way. Every 12 minutes after the oven's preheated is when you're going to add more pellets. So after you're done with your 4 12-minute periods, if you want to, you can continue smoking inside the Ooni, or you can take it inside and finish them off in the oven, or put them in the sous vide. If you're going to continue them in the Ooni, what I would recommend doing is after the 4 12-minute periods are done, add a minimal amount of pellets every 5 minutes for the next 15 minutes. This way you'll have a chance to actually get the fire going a little bit more in the Ooni, so that way when you put the pellets in there, they'll still have a chance to ignite and then make smoke for a longer cook. You can probably expect your Ooni to do this process for about 3 to 4 hours. I will tell you though, it's a lot standing over the oven every 5 to 12 minutes adding pellets, so better off just to bring it in the house. Use your oven or sous vide. It'll get you some really good results.